the number one buyer mistake today on The Brian Murray Show. Welcome to The Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. Today's discussion point, the number one mistake a buyer makes, especially in today's market. The buyer that says, I only want to work with the listing agent, thinking that one, they're more likely to get the property, and two, they're more likely to get the property for a lower price. So here's what actually happens, is that the agent works for the seller. So the agent understands a little bit maybe about what the buyer's motivation is, and the agent understands maybe how much they can squeeze that buyer to get more money for the seller. Number two, the fallacy that, oh, if I work with the listing agent, that I'm more likely to get the property. Because the listing agent then will cut their commission a little bit to make it all happen, is what maybe's in their mind. The amount that an agent can necessarily give back or cut their commission to make a deal happen is relatively small compared to the sale price, and especially in a multiple bid situation. An agent's not giving back $10,000 to make it happen. They're not giving back $5,000 in most cases. So instead, now you have a buyer that doesn't have any real representation of their own, that doesn't have a true representation of what's going on in the market, and having an educated person work for them, and also have someone who's putting the best package together for them, meaning the terms and the conditions along with the price. So that buyer thinks, well, I've got an in with the listing agent, but then the other offer comes in and it's got all of the professional terms and conditions in it, and it just so happens that those buyers have been educated about what the real price is in the market. So that's why you don't necessarily go to the listing agent to try to find the home. Meanwhile, you're doing all the work as the buyer and you have no skilled person on your team. And in today's market, you need a skilled person on your team. You need someone that's dealt with multiple bid situations hundreds of times and knows how to put your package together and come up with creative ways to get you the home and get you the home for a price that is what you can afford. I mean, the fact is that there are so many different variables with terms and conditions and things that you can do to make your offer look and compete like cash, that an unskilled agent, or certainly the listing agent in a lot of cases, are not going out of their way to do, because they already are getting paid. They know that offers are coming in. So this is the number one mistake that buyers make, is to think that they're going to work just with the listing agents. They're going to do all the work and find the properties, and that's what a buyer's agent does, is they find the property. No, that's what a sweater salesman does. Oh, would you like the blue sweater? Would you like the red sweater? No, a skilled agent helps you get the property, not find the property. This is today's discussion point. This is Brian Murray with the weekly market numbers for Hoboken and Jersey City, April 27th, 2022. So let's get right into it. As you can see, the numbers have jumped in Hoboken from 117 last week to 142 available condos. That's a big jump in 1 week. 25 new additional condos that are now on the market, that, in the overall inventory. But if you look at the months of inventory, it's still about 1.5 months of inventory. So even though that number jumped, it is still a seller's market. It is still super tight in terms of inventory. Now, the potential canary in the coal mine is, what is happening? Why did that number jump so much? I think it is the spring market, and some more of the sellers are kind of jumping into the market right now, and also combined with the fact that the interest rates have jumped up a little bit, and now buyers are trying to figure it out and going, oh my gosh, is the sky falling? Well, the sky is not falling. Take a look at the average days on market here. These are homes under contract in the last 30 days. They are under 3 weeks in Hoboken. That means realistically, the average day is about 1.5 to 2 weeks when you factor in some other particulars. Here's the thing. Where's the market going? This is a very robust spring market. 2 months of inventory, Jersey City, 1.5 month in Hoboken. There's a lot of volume happening already. Homes are sold. Homes are continuing being sold. Again, the hardest part about this market is the fact that sellers don't have anywhere to go on the back end. And that's why inventories are still relatively low. Look, I'm very happy with about 150 homes in Hoboken and 150 homes in Jersey City for sale. If you're a buyer, that's still a decent amount of homes. It's not what you, if you're a buyer, you'd really like there to be about 200 to 250 homes available. But at 150, there's something for you maybe to buy. At 100 to 110 homes, it gets real tight, real fast. So we're kind of coming out of that where there's still some choice for you in any price point, not a lot. You know, I just had a home the other day on the market, 2 days, 3 offers, gone, 5-10% over ask. It's still hard in some segments with the right kind of property. Reach out to me if you're a seller and you want to understand what the opportunity is right now. And if you're a buyer, there's definitely ways to get the home you want in today's market. Again, this is Brian Murray with the Hoboken and Jersey City Real Estate Report, April 27, 2022. The good, the bad, the ugly. Cash edition. So a lot has been made about interest rates and inflation going up. You know who wins when interest rates go up and when inflation is high? Cash buyers. The good for a cash buyer is that now that interest rates are up, maybe some of those buyers are on the sideline that thought they could leverage at a great price and they could leverage their investment, and there's a lot of buyers there. Well, if you're a cash buyer, you don't really care about the interest rate. So all those extra buyers that are out of the market is good for you. The better is with inflation. Cash buyer, now you're taking your money out of cash and you're putting it into a hedge against inflation. So that's a good, that's a better, and here's the best. If anybody's been watching the stock market for the last couple of weeks, I have a stock that I bought back, beginning of the year. It's down 29% since the beginning of the year. Now, shame on me. I thought it was a solid stock. It wasn't like some crypto stock. I don't even want to tell you what my Coinbase is doing. But it was a solid stock. It's down 29%. When's the last time real estate has been down 29%? In 3 months. 29%. So an investment in cash hedges against the cratering stock market. That's your good, your better, your best. Spend your cash, buy homes. This has been The Brian Murray Show. As always, all episodes of The Brian Murray Show can be found on my website, themurraypropertygroup.com, under the blog section. Find me, like me, share me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google My Business, as well as themurraypropertygroup.com. I do appreciate all the comments. I will try to respond to as many as I possibly can, and I do thank you for watching and interacting. And as always, if there's anything that you disagree with in the show, reach out to me directly, and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.